welcome to Living It Country. Today we're gonna be touring an 1800s farmhouse in Kentucky owned by Jessie from the Instagram account, The Lady and the Lads. And she is going to be sharing how she decorates her home with thrifty finds, vintage finds, Goodwill finds, and just how she has decorated it so beautifully for fall. So let's welcome her here today. Let's tour her home, let's get inspired, and let's get started.
This is our foyer, entryway, staircase, whatever you want to call it. And you're gonna hear the words Peddler's Malt, Goodwill, thrift store, side of the road. You know, you get the idea a lot in this video because that's where 90% of my stuff came from. And this haul is super hard to figure out a furniture arrangement because this is our main walking path and I don't want to block it. This might be one of my favorite finds, probably in the top 5. $12 Goodwill for a pine dresser, and it was never painted. That's awesome. Just added a couple little faux pumpkins there, which usually they're not there because Bo grabs them and puts them in this, which is why that little cover's on there for now. And then this chair is another Goodwill find. This pillow is actually just napkins from Home Goods that I safety pinned on there. So. I gotta decide which way to go. I'm trying not to make you dizzy. Let's just go in here. Okay, this is what we are now using as the homeschool room because Kentucky is not going back to school in person yet. And we are doing virtual learning. One day I want to get this recovered, but I have to find just the right fabric for it. Super simple in here, didn't go nuts. One pumpkin throw pillow. That's about the extent of fall in here. This is our gallery wall, which there was an old like Junkin store back home that was going out of business and just getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So I got a whole bin of totes for like 10 bucks and then picked out the wood that matched, kept those. And then this is all gold leaf Robin Buff to make a match. And most of them, they didn't have glass in them, which I'm totally fine with because let's be honest, the boys knock these down on a daily basis. So it works. Then we go in here and this is our living room, which this is not a cute situation, but our AC went out and that's the portable AC unit. And it'll probably stay there until Kentucky decides to stop being 80 degrees in fall. So, and yes, we have a big black box TV because we live here and haven't bought a frame yet. Again, these pillows are just quick little DIYs. I took a tablecloth from Target and cut it up and used that as my covers, which if you ever need like super cheap, you know, seasonal pillow covers, just use a tablecloth as your fabric. I think that was like 15 or 16 bucks for the whole tablecloth. So, and these green pillows are IKEA, and then the center pillow is last year Target. And then in the fall, I just switch up my bookcases a tiny bit, put a little faux pumpkin there and some green books. These little wheat things are another Goodwill find. super simple. I don't want it to look like fall went crazy or Hobby Lobby truck exploded in my house. The dining room. Don't really like to do centerpieces. I like to do more of like a runner situation. And these are all just faux pumpkins I got at Walmart. I think I got 2 bags of these little ones and that big center one. And then this greenery is from one bundle that I got at Hobby Lobby like 2 years ago. And I just cut it into pieces and just tucked it in and filled it in. And then the brass candlesticks, they're a mainstay. I think they work with any season. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted blue and white or brown and white. So I kept them both and made a mix. And then chargers, our Hobby Lobby, and everything else has been found here and there and pieced together. And then I'm trying to duck so I'm not in the mirror, which you never realize how many mirrors you have in your house till you do this. And this is just a little arrangement I put together. Usually I'm not a big fan of faux flowers since we do grow flowers here, but you know, it is what it is. And then this is one of my favorite things in the house. It's a picture, an old picture of the farm. So it's really neat to have that little piece of history. And then this is all I painted and did a faux wood stain, just like I did with the table. This was actually a table base was given to us by brother-in-law. And it was coral, and then I painted it white and took antique wax, brushed it on. Now it looks like wood. Oh, and these are just wood planks that were found in the barn, and we just like, they're not even attached, but we don't use this table, so it's okay. And then the kitchen, which this is probably like most people, you know, this is where we spend the most of our time. And then we do a ton of gardening and canning, if you can't tell, and built these shelves to store everything, which I mean, I know it's not ideal, canned goods getting light, but haven't had a problem yet, so it works for us. And then this was all, I German smeared this with just some joint compound, super easy. And for fall, I just have these little wheat pieces, which were also a Goodwill find, which I know whoever took them to Goodwill probably spent 15 bucks a piece on them at Home Goods. So it just goes to show you, you can go to Goodwill, you just gotta go a lot, like on a weekly basis, and keep an open mind. And then these cabinets are from a barn that was on the property originally and put in. And then the floors, this was a labor of love. This was before I discovered that there are flooring stencils. I took a sponge and cut it down to the shape of a brick and hand stamped every single one of these, because it was like orange terracotta Applebee's kitchen tile and it was hideous. So, and this is a huge room, so to replace the floor would have been a fortune, and we're just not wanting to do that right now. So just kind of made do, you know, touched up here and there to make it work until we're ready to do something major, and you know, just make it work until then. And then the countertops are actually these are actually contact paper. Yeah, so I thought that was super cool, cheap and easy. And then the backsplash is copper, and that was all already here. Another mirror, of course. And then this is our back entryway, and I just, again, painted these floors because that is the quickest, cheapest, easiest way to give something a facelift, is paint. On an old chair that I still have to redo. And this is the baby nursery, which is super tiny, but it serves its purpose, and I think he likes it pretty good. Nice and cozy in here. And then that door actually leads to our master walk-in closet and then onto our bedroom. So one of the previous owners of the house was a dentist, and this was one of the exam rooms. So that's why things are kind of choppy, a bunch of different rooms. And this is the back center hall. And another room that I painted the floors. And this is just some dried eucalyptus from a bundle that I got at Trader Joe's, and then some little faux pieces that I threw in there to blend in. And I mean, come on, let's be honest, if you don't have a fan in your bedroom, then you're lying, or you live in like Minnesota. This is our master, which I didn't do anything for fall in here other than throw on the duvet for nights when it starts to get chilly. It's a super old house, 200 years old, and our heat is questionable, and there are so many drafts. And that leads back to the closet that leads to the baby's room. So yeah, that's our little fall tour. Nothing too crazy, just small little touches here and there to be a little bit festive without being too cluttered, or I don't know, just this is just our vibe. This is our style, and it's simple and it works, and you know, not spending a bunch of money on seasonal decor, just using what we got.
A big thank you to Jessie for opening up her beautiful home and sharing it here today. I hope you guys got lots of ideas, inspiration, and I will see you guys later on Living It Country. Bye.